Hello and welcome back to Irons United for another rendition of the Transfer Show. Now, let me just get something straight. Do I believe we're going to sign half of these players that we're doing videos on? Absolutely not. We're probably going to sign 1 in 20 of the names that are linked to West Ham, even if that, as we have seen with the recent transfer of Roberto, the goalkeeper. Now, the reason we're doing these videos, I'm just reiterating it again, is because as soon as they're linked, probably the first thing that everyone does is go to YouTube, possibly if you have access to YouTube, look up the player and see what he's capable of. Now, if you do that, you're always going to see the best of a player. And it can always give you maybe false hope of what a player could potentially bring. On top of that, we also understand the merry-go-round of West Ham's transfer news, which is continuously bullshit, to be honest. So we are linked with every Tom, Dick and Harry and their cousins and uncles and aunties and grands and long-lost pets. And yeah, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. Anyway, we're here. What we do is we dig in a little bit deeper. We look into some statistics. We look into the style of play and what they can potentially bring to West Ham. And that's what we've done for today's link, who is Christian Portuguese Manzarena, otherwise known as Christian Portu. He plies his trade in the Spanish league and plays for Girona. He's 27 years old, a Spanish player. Last year, Girona were relegated to the second tier. He scored 9 goals and 3 assists in that season. He is predominantly an attacking midfielder who can play up top and also play on the wing. He's played over 2 seasons at Girona, playing over 70 times for the club, scoring 20 goals and registering 7 assists. So, you know, the guy, he's played at the top level, albeit for a side that's struggling. And, you know, sometimes you can find that diamond in the rough from a team that's maybe struggling. Another player you could talk about is Shaqiri, you know, relegated with Stoke and now won the Champions League with Liverpool. Just trying to be give you a little bit of comparison. Portu started his time as a Valencia youth prospect, playing in the second tier Segunda Division B, before being brought into the first team by none other than Emery, the Arsenal manager, who at the time was Valencia's manager. So they obviously saw something in that style of player. And after he signed for a few other clubs, or maybe a lower league club in Segunda too, in 2016 he signed for Girona, who were in at the time the second tier, and he racked up 8 goals and 8 assists to secure promotion. So he was a really, really pivotal person in their promotional season. And, you know, like I said at the start of the video, do I think we're probably going to sign this player? Probably not. But the rumour is that he was close to signing for another club, and the fee could be about 8 to 9, possibly £10 million. Now, for a player that is, if you do look at his style, attacking midfielder, he seems to get in the right place at the right time. He likes to score some goals. He chips in. I think he's had 3 consecutive seasons with 7 or 8 plus goals. And in a top league, to be fair to him, he's tricky on the ball. There's a very slight element of Arnautovic-y of him. You know, he's just that kind of, he's there or thereabouts. He gets involved. He drops back when he needs to, but his front focus is getting forward and just being a pain in the arse. So, potentially one to watch. I mean, we've done quite a lot of videos and linked you to several players that we have been linked with in the press. So we hope you're finding these videos informative. Please do me a favour, get back on the channel, get in the comments below and let us know your thoughts on this particular player. Pellegrini is, you know, busy. He's a busy man. He wants to get rid of players, which he's done, and he wants to bring in his own players. He's got a core at West Ham, and him and Husilos are obviously working really hard to bring in what they want, and I really do trust what they're doing. Controversially, some people were saying that Roberto was, you know, why go for a goalkeeper at that age? But when you really look at his statistics and his style of play, he's very commanding in the box. You know, Husilis and Pellegrini know what they're talking about, hopefully. So we need to back these guys and continually move forward and know that they're trying to build something. Second season, this is the chance. This is to prove, you know, what they did last year, and the players they got rid of this summer are really going to make a difference. So, you know, I mean, for 8 or 9 million, if we've got, we need to build up in that squad. not a bad signing potentially. So let's see what happens. Get your comments in below. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up. We are Irons United. Come on, you Irons.